This is the quickest way to finesse your way all the way up to diamond without having to go full time. Now, this is not something that you're gonna like, it's not something you're gonna love, but it will work out for you. So when you start your shift, you go to your favorite store, whatever store you start at. I personally start at Costco because Costco is something I like to do. I like to drop, and they usually have pretty big orders in the morning that I can just kind of take and have a good kickstart to my day. Now, no matter what I make, even if I made $300 in my first trip, I'm still working until 7 p.m. So I work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We have what's called a Costco Business Center. So that makes it easier for me to be able to get up early. Otherwise, I would have to start that day at 10 a.m. and, work till 10 p.m. technically. But I would be doing DoorDash included because all the stores in my area usually close around 9 to 10 o'clock depending on the store. How can you go from wherever you're at right now, besides a non-ranked person? If you're just starting on Instacart, this method will not work for you. Trust me, the finesse won't work. But you can use part of the method to kind of get yourself up there. But the way you finesse yourself if you are a gold or a platinum tier is this right here. So at 300 trips is what you have to have. What you want to do is you're going to take literally every order that isn't upside down. I'm talking about, so if it's just saying $10 for 12 miles, you don't want to take that because that's upside down. But you will be taking dollar per mile orders. So that means you'll be doing $10 for 10 miles. Like right now on my dashboard, I see a $6.97 for 24 items going 3 miles down the road. I'm not doing that. No matter what day it is, that's not a part of the finesse. You'll be out there doing those stupid trips all day. But you want to take trips that are kind of acceptable, like $20 for 10 miles, 20 items, one person. That is, on a normal day, not acceptable. But if you're trying to do the method, that's acceptable. Also, you want to take multiple people orders. A lot of times they'll have orders out there that have 2 people or even 3 people. You want as many 3 people orders as you can get because all of those count towards your 300. And within the next 20 days, you will be there if you're working full time. If you're not, then 90 days doing this method, 100% guarantee you will be there. You start cherry picking and say, oh, I don't want to do this or that, being picky with the money, you will not be able to fulfill the goal of 300 without being full time. So, 100 trips per month, even if you have a full-time job, is still easy if you have a job that works you, let's just say from 12 to 9 p.m. That okay, because you could work from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and at least do like 5 to 6 trips just like that if they're short and quick. Otherwise, if you're doing really long trips from here to Timbuktu all the time, that won't work. You also want to do short and sweet, concise trips with multiple people on it. That's how you're going to finesse yourself from being a gold all the way to a diamond member. Now, most people who are watching this are probably veterans and they've been doing this for a minute and they're just cringing at this do every order aspect because they know what all the orders look like. And they're like, I would never take. The longer you've been doing this, the more picky you are and the more likely you're not going to agree with the method I'm mentioning, which is fine. I'm talking to the people who have been doing it for less than a year and are looking for a fast way to get up to the diamond cart status. It's just because that's where you want to be. Also, it's 90 days for 300 trips, no matter what tier you reach up to. So as soon as you reach to a gold, it's the same thing. But know that you're locked in from that moment till the review. Like right now, you could qualify to be a diamond member, but you won't be qualified until the review happens, which is in September. So September happens and they review your account. They go off your quality score. They go off of how many trips you have, and they go off of your rating. They say, all right, cool, this is where we're at. What are we gonna do? Boom, you match to diamond, gold, or even platinum. Whichever one you match to is where they're gonna place you. So that's why you only have those 90 days. So if you start slipping, only thing you can't slip in is your rating. Your rating will drop you down immediately. So that's the only thing you can't play with, okay? So what you want to do is keep your quality shopper score up, which is damaged and replaced items, unapproved refunds, meaning you can't find the item, you didn't find a replacement, you didn't message them, and they just refunded it. That's going to work against you as well. But the damaged and missing items are going to hit you harder than that. Regardless of where you're at, just know that you don't want to be missing items. You don't want to be having damaged items. That means you need to be checking expiration dates, all of that. So within the 90-day period, once September comes, which is almost here, every day you have, that's the day it refreshes. So if you qualify for Diamond today, it's not going to roll you over today. It's not like DoorDash. DoorDash, as soon as you hit the tier, they hit you in the tier right away. But they also don't lock you into that tier. So the good thing about it is you're locked into the tier until the expiration date where they review your account again. So that's great. That's fantastic. I like that aspect of it because it lets me be able to have some slack, have some leeway before getting to that final report card saying, hey, this is where you're at. We're going to drop you down to this. Or you're locked in for another 90 days at your current tier, which is always where you want to be at if you're Diamond tier. If you're Diamond cart, you always want to hear, you are good, bro, for the next 90 days. So mine, I personally have to fix my shopper score, mainly because I have a lot of unapproved refunds. Not because I do it all the time, just because I don't know. I don't like replacing it with something that has nothing to do with it. I get too far in my head on what I should do. Instead, now what I'm doing is just, all right, cool. Here it is. They don't want it. Perfect. I want them to request a refund. If they message me and say, hey, bro, I don't want this item, I will say, okay, cool. Go to your review tab, click request refund. That's always what I do because I don't want to take the hit. So I just, boop, there you go. The only time I'm going to make the smallest exception, and I'm not going to do this for the next until the review period, is when they don't have anything. So like sometimes they'll have an item that doesn't match anything. They ask for oranges, I can't replace them with bananas. You know, like what am I going to do? Right? So what I end up doing in that instance is I will refund that because a lot of times these people don't respond anyways. So I don't want to like sit here and message them and wait for them response back because you also have what's called a time per item, basically. How many seconds until you find the next item? And that score is there as well. Now, right now it's not part of your thing, but it's a metric that they read. So that metric is there. One day that might be a part of your score. Anything that's a metric, they're not taking data for just no reason. They are literally taking the data for a reason. Maybe not today, but for later. And you don't want to find out that, man, you could have been getting good and next thing you know, you're getting dropped down in tiers because like right now they are restricting it further and further because it's so easy to hit Diamond if you are a full-time person. So like we need to shake the tree a little bit. Not everybody can be Diamond, otherwise nobody's Diamond. And it really doesn't matter if you're Diamond anymore because you have such high competition. What you need to do now is make sure you're perfecting your metrics on a small micro level. Or get out and do something else. That's the only options you got. Because right now we have a shopper score. That's something that's never been around ever. But the metric it's ranking off of has always been there. Your damaged or damaged items, expired items, any type of missing items, and your unapproved refunds have all been a metric. It's always been there. But now they've put it into a category. And that category now affects you in your current tier. They're going to do that further. I guarantee it that later on down the road, there'll be another metric that's always been there and they'll throw it on there as a requirement. Because why? Because they can. Because they have so many people doing Instacart and so many people already doing Diamond that they need to shake the tree to make some people be gold and some people be platinum and some people not have a tier at all. We need to shake the tree, otherwise Diamond doesn't matter. We need a higher tier that rewards people who do this full time and are better than others. What I mean by better is obviously better shoppers, faster shoppers, more efficient shoppers. Those people will get the orders before you one day. So if you don't want to be part of that one day, then you want to find something new to go do. or get better at the current job that you are at because of the fact that it's coming in the future. How near? Nobody knows. Is it coming next year, 2 years, 5 years? Nobody knows. But it could be coming tomorrow. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much for watching my video. And if you guys have any questions or any comments about what the diamond tier is and all that stuff or anything, just put it down below. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Peace.